Hi, my name's Tegan, and we are going to be doing a mat Pilates class today that is designed for people with pain. So, whether this is pain from arthritis conditions, pain from endometriosis, or you're just feeling inflamed within yourself. So, we're going to be taking things nice and slow today, and I want you to really focus on listening to your body. Find what feels good. There's something that doesn't feel good for you today, or you just want to take it easy, you can press back into child's pose or come back and lie onto your back. Now, if you have a pillow, please grab that. I am going to be using a yoga bolster today, but a pillow works just fine. I'm also going to be demonstrating with a yoga block too for a couple of stretches that we do. Again, don't stress if you don't have one. A pillow is going to work just fine for that one. So, when you're ready, we are going to lay down onto the ground, onto our mat, and hopefully we're in some nice comfy clothes. I've got my trackies on because I want to be comfortable when I'm moving, especially when we're going for some slower movement. I don't really want anything super tight around my waist, especially if you're dealing with endometriosis or something like that. So we are going to drop down onto our back and we're going to plant those feet into the ground. From here, we're going to start to rock the knees from side to side. So dropping the knees down to one side, lifting up and over to the other side. You're welcome to close your eyes here and just enjoy that movement. Just working through the lumbar spine here, just getting the movement through the back. If you feel like you've got a little bit more space here, you could walk your feet out a little wider. Just allow the knees to drop down a little further and then look over your opposite shoulder. So today's class is going to be a no judgment zone, all right? Do what you can. Please don't judge yourself throughout this class, okay? Anything that you do today is going to be beneficial to your mind and your body, even if it means you are doing 5 minutes of this class, okay? So whatever you've got in you today, we're going to work with that. All right, when you're ready, bring those knees back to center and we're going to walk our feet in a little closer. Bring those knees into your chest and give them a nice big hug. Nice big hug here. Just a little rock side to side if that feels good, or drawing some circles with the knees. Okay, for another 5, 4, reverse that circle if you're drawing your circles for 3, 2, and 1, coming back to center. We are going to use one or both knees to lift ourselves up to a seated position, bringing your chin to chest, lifting yourself up. All right, so this is where we're going to grab our pillow. So I'm going to grab my bolster. And I want this one long ways. If you're using just a square cushion, that's fine. But if you're using a longer pillow, we'll go like short end. Okay, legs along here, and our pillow is pushed up against our bum, but we're not sitting on the pillow. It's just pushed up against our bum. From here, we're going to lay back down over the pillow and just get that nice extension through the spine. From here, we're going to extend those arms back behind. Now, if that doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can start with those arms up to the ceiling. We're going to move into our roll-ups now, where we lift the arms up, bring our chin to chest, come all the way forward and pulse for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Staying nice and rounded through the spine as we start to drop over and extend as we come back into that start position. Let's go again. Arms up, chin to chest. We lift, come forward, pulse 1, 2, 3. Dropping all the way back down. Extending back over that cushion or pillow. Now, one thing here, if that extension is just not feeling good for you today, okay, that's all right. what we're going to do instead is just come back to a point where we're feeling okay and then come forward. So that might mean that you're not fully extending over the pillow, but you're still getting a little lean back, so we're still working those abdominals. All right, so we're going to go for another probably about 30 seconds here, just taking our time with this. Okay, you're going to find your own rhythm and your own pace. It's definitely not a super rushed movement. Almost there. We'll go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish off the one that you're in currently, and then come all the way back down over your pillow or your yoga block, and we'll just take those arms out to the side. Okay, from here we are going to move into a little bit of hip bridge work. So we're going to remove this pillow. So lifting yourself up, pop that pillow over to the side. We're going to lay flat down onto the mat here, planting the feet into the ground. Now, before we get into our hip bridges, we're just going to go through a little movement with our pelvis. It is the smallest movement, but it can really help to kind of loosen things up a little and just work through that lumbar spine a little. So I'm going to just pull my shirt tight just so you can really see what my back is doing. So with a neutral spine, I can get my hand under my lower back. Okay, you might be a little bit, you might be a lot, okay, whatever it is, you're letting that little bit of light in. And then we're going to press the light out. So we're going to put the back of the waistband, press the back of the waistband down into the ground. Can't get my hand under my lower back now. Then I can, and I can't. And I'm going to go through that really small rock with my pelvis, backwards and forwards. And just enjoy that movement, pressing the back of the waistband down into the ground. So we're going to continue this movement through our hip bridges. So next time we press the back of the waistband down, we're going to lift the hips up. Then we're slowly going to come back down. Pressing the back of the waistband down, let the light in at the very end. Press the light out, lift the hips up. All the way back down, pressing the back of the waistband down, let the light in at the end. Beautiful. Let's just continue here, enjoying that movement. Take your time, okay? So there is no need to rush. No need to rush with any of these movements that we're doing today. You're just taking it easy and finding your own rhythm and pace. So if you have a mirror nearby, always suggest doing Pilates in front of a mirror. It can be so beneficial to not only see your progress, but to make little adjustments as we go along. So when you lift those hips up, we're going to try and find the line from our knee down to our chin or to our shoulders. That line back up to the knee and then dropping all the way back down. All right, we're going to go for another 20 seconds here. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back down. Beautiful work. You've done really well. Allow those knees just to rock side to side or hug into your chest. Next, we're going to move into the hundreds. Now, if you've done any of my classes before, you know how much I love putting the hundreds in. I don't really love the exercise itself, but I love giving it to you guys because it is really a great exercise to improve your abdominal strength. And it's also a nice one to see your progress as well. Now, I'm just going to give you 2 options today, okay? Your first option is to leave those feet planted into the mat. The second option would be to lift the legs into tabletop. You can allow those knees to come in towards your chest. You don't have to have them as an exact line here. If you want to bring them back in, you can. Now, the other thing I'm going to give you the option of is bringing your chin to chest, okay? Now, both options, we're pressing the back of the waistband down. So no hand under your lower back. We can't get our hand under. We're taking our arms long and we're going to try and keep our elbows and wrists locked out here. We're going to be pulsing those arms, just like so. Okay, if you want to bring that chin to chest, lift your chin to chest. If you can lift those legs into tabletop, even squeezing them in towards your head, those knees, that is absolutely fine. Okay, whenever you need to rest your head down or if you need to rest your feet down, try and continue moving those arms at the same time. Doing really well here. Rest whenever you need to. Try and keep breathing. So we breathe in for 5 and out for 5 beats. In for 5 beats and out for 5 beats. All right, we've got 30 to go. Keep pulsing those arms. You're doing so well. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down we go. If that feels good to rock those knees or hug them into your chest, go for it. Your child's pose or walking those knees forward to get back into your child's pose. We're going to come up and find some happy cat, angry cat now. Hands are under the shoulders, knees under the hips, hip distance apart. Same as before. If wrists don't feel good, down onto your forearms or pop your pillow or bolster lengthways there. Drop that tummy down, look up to the sky, round through the spine, look to those knees. Dropping the tummy down, looking up, round through the spine, looking to the knees. Okay, if you're using your bolster or your pillow, we're going short end, round, drop the tummy down, looking up, round through the spine, looking towards those knees, then dropping the tummy down, looking up. If you feel like adding some rocks side to side into this through your happy cat and your angry cat, that can feel so nice. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back into your child's pose. We're going to be moving into pigeon pose next. So for pigeon, we are going to slide one knee forward. So I'm bringing my left knee forward first, then sending my right knee back. I'm going to drop down into pigeon. Now, if you feel like you need some support through those hips, this is when that yoga block can come quite in handy. Or, like I said, your cushion. So you could use 1 or 2 of these. You could pop this under your left hip. Okay, that's just going to give you something to sink into there. Some people also like to pop something under their right hip too, to give them a little support on that side. Okay, you can stay on your wrists. You can drop onto your forearms. You can drop your head down, whatever feels good here. Now, one other option if you're trying to get into this position and you're just saying, Tegan, no, it's not happening today. Can you please give me something else? And this is what I would suggest that you do, is roll over onto your back and come into a figure 4 glute stretch. So this is my go-to alternative from pigeon, is taking, so for example, if I want to stretch into my left glute, take my left foot over my right knee and just press that left knee away, or wrap your hands around your right leg and pull it back towards you. Okay, find what gives you a good stretch there. If you're already feeling a decent stretch into those glute muscles, just stay in this position. All right, so we're going to hold here for another 10 seconds. So either in our pigeon or our figure 4 stretch. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if you're in figure 4, we're just going to swap those legs around. If we're in pigeon, we're also going to swap those legs around. I'll come over to pigeon in a moment. So we're either pressing that right knee away now or bringing our left knee towards our chest. If you're over in your pigeon, we're going to have our right knee forward this time, left knee back. Again, you can always pop something under that hip to just give you a little extra support whilst you're in pigeon pose. Pigeon can feel pretty intense, but it's amazing for the hips. So is figure 4. I'm just going to hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting yourself up. We're going to swap sides. Actually, no, we're not. We've already done both sides. We're going to press back into child's pose. So if you're over in figure 4, coming back into your child's pose, either knees together or knees wide, sinking down here. So we're just going to hang out here for a moment. We will be rolling back over onto our back in the next 10 seconds. Just to do a little bit of belly breathing, just to help stretch out that diaphragm. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's turn over onto our back, laying down. If you feel like having a pillow under your knees, just to give that little bit of softness through the knees, go for it. Whoop, there we go. We're going to lay down onto our back, placing one hand on our belly and one hand on our chest. We're just going to take a moment here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Just taking note of which hand is rising and falling, if one is rising a little more than the other. We're going to start to pay attention to the hand that is on our belly. Next time you inhale, we're going to expand that belly with air. Feel that hand rise and then fall with the exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Feel the belly rise. Exhale through the mouth. Feel that belly drop. Doing really well here. We're going to go for another 30 seconds or so, just continuing those deep belly breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. So please feel free to stay in this position for as long as you would like. So that brings us to the end of this free YouTube session. If you would like to do the extended version, please jump over to my website, to the on-demand channel, where you'll see the entire video. And if you enjoyed, please let me know. If you found this helpful, please let me know, because I would love to be able to do more classes and for this to reach more people that need it.